So hello guys, and I welcome you to my first video. So today I want to share a really unpopular thought that I have, and it's about the armor pass and the limited time item. So we shall get into it. So it's about the XM Solitude. Is the second added item in the armory limited time. Is the second limited time item added into the armory. It has an estimated supply of 88,000. If we compare it to its other limited time items, the Desert Eagle Heat Treated has 673,000, and the M4A1S Solitude has 226,000, which you can still redeem the M4A1S Solitude, and it's in the game for like 3 weeks. If I think right, the Desert Eagle Heat Treated was in the game for 103 days. The XN Solitude was, I think, 100 days too, and the Solitude is only for 87 days, so it's the shortest one, but the lowest supply is on the XM Solitude. If we look at another graphs, if we compare it to another XM, this is Frostbore. It's a mil spec. Our XM Solitude is restricted. This mil spec has estimated supply of 53,000, and if you don't know from what collection this is from the Norse collection. Interesting thing about this is skin that is just used for the trade ups, because you want to get, I don't know what is the Norse collection, I think the Gangnir. So you want to get your trade up so you can get the Negev Mjolnir and so on. So this is a trade up skin, and it costs $180. I would not play with this. This is really ugly. If we get to our Solitude, if you get a good pattern, it's really good play skin, and even not if tier 1, tier 2 or tier 3 patterns, you can find really good looking XMs that can be good play skins, especially the Golden Mountains, or I really like the Green Forest. That's a really nice one too. And the interesting things about the limited time items is there will never be bigger supply. The supply can go down. Now you can ask, how can the supply go down if you cannot use it in a trade up or anything? So the one thing that can happen is that there's estimated of 88,000 of them of supply. The one thing that can happen that like 10,000 or 20,000 more can be stored somewhere in a storage unit, so we don't know about them, but the supply can go down with people getting banned, people getting web banned, game banned or community banned. One way we can lose the supply too is by people getting inactive, by people losing interest in CS, either getting their account stolen or just getting lost in the abyss, like some old accounts with Keto 14s, just by stopping playing or not caring about playing games no more. So this is how you can make from it can go higher or lower. I think in the time, like many skins like the Keto 14s, there will be the supply, but the one thing will not be people that will want to sell, or they will be stuck in inactive accounts, no way to get your hands on it. The one thing that is really good about this is if you have the tier 1, it will never be beaten. This guy is set. He can buy it now for, I don't know, 1,000, and he can in few years sell it for 10,000 because it will never get beat. And if someone has interest in buying it for him, this is just theoretical. I'm not saying he will sell it in 2 years for 10x profit, but it can get really high. And this, I don't know why I was this here. I have a conversation one time with my friend. I was saying, yeah, I think it's a really good investment in the long term. And he's, yeah, you are true. You are showing me the numbers. You are showing me the fundamentals. You are like, you have some your truth about this, because we all have our opinions, and this can be just my truth that I can think and find it for the right one. You have so many CS investors, and everyone is saying million things. I've seen people saying invest in armory items that are actively dropping, like the stickers. I think that's really risky. I think this is better because you cannot get bigger supply of this, and Valve isn't keeping this in the game anymore. It's gone. You cannot get more of it. There can just be in storage units, and the supply can go down, how I said, by getting banned or people not caring about CS. I have a comparison here. This is UMP Blaze. UMP Blaze has a lower supply, it's a mil spec, and if you look at the price of it, I have it here, it's $31 for the factory new for a mil spec skin. This is one rarity lower than the Solitude, but has a lower supply. It's really interesting. And why I have this comparison than another XM skin? I have another XM skins. I showed you the Frostbore, and I have to the monster mode that I want to show you, but now I'm going to talk about this. When you played CS, I'm talking about Premiere or matchmaking, not particularly about deathmatch. When have you seen someone play UMP? The last time I have someone seen UMP is like 2018, or what was the meta, you know? You can still see a few people using this gun, but no one uses it. It's not a meta. The CS2 is, I would say, a bigger circle of just people using AKs and M4s, and when you have no money, you use the MP9 because it's so OP. I know someone has spoken about it, like Neok. If you know Neok, he makes Faceit videos and Premiere videos, and he reviews cheaters, but that's out of the window. That's not what we are here to talk about, but it's not so played. And when you look at the XM, I see a lot of people playing it because it's an OP shotgun that is automatic. It can one shot in the head. It can be a sniper, the same as Nova. These shotguns like XM and Nova are fucking sniper rifles that can shoot and long distances. And this one skin I wanted to talk about, the another XM, is the monster mode, because it is too in the armory, but it is in the overpass collection. So you have the UMP, and this is costing $10 less for more for a worse quality, because this is restricted. This is mil-spec, and it's a non-playable. It's a weapon that is not used really much. This is used like 3-4 times more than the UMP. If you look at the price graph, its lowest price was $13 when the highest was like 40. It was the May, like it was half the time when people started redeeming it. It dropped, people started buying it, and then it was like half the time, like 45 days remaining, and people had gone that the supply is really low and started to buying it up. So people started redeeming, and again it got really low on $16, got up, and here is, I think, the trade reversal, and it dropped to $20. I think this is a really good price to right now buy. It's really low, like $21 for an item that gonna get a higher supply and factory new. If we look at the monster mode, it's so sorry guys, I'm back. I just had to answer the door. So if you look at the monster mode has almost double the supply of the Solitude. It's sitting right now at 144,000, and if we compare it by price and looks, in my opinion this is better looking skin. But if we get the patterns, if you get factory new, some good pattern, the Solitude is better looking, because really the golden mountains give really good background to the skin, and it really pops up the whole idea of the skin of the mountains with the sun. So just like this is better than Solitude with no pattern, but T1 patterns, Solitude better. I'm not sure right now, you can tell me in the comments if this is pattern based. That I don't think it is, only the Solitude is pattern based. And if we look at it, I think it costs $13 against $21. If we compare it, it's a double the supply, that's one thing. this is discontinued. This is still an armory pass, actively dropping from the overpass collection. One important thing I want to say, and it's so expensive. I think it's so expensive, and it's because you can make trade ups to get the be the monster. So I sort of get why it's so expensive, because you use it in trade ups instead of the solitude. But nonetheless, $13 for factory new shotgun that is still actively dropping from the armor, instead $21 for the solitude. I think the solitude is really cheap, and right now getting it for $21 is a good deal. I think it's at this third lowest point. It was here is the first $12, here is second 16, and here was after the drop when people started redeeming it right here, so it dropped, and it's like almost the same, $20, it's almost the same. So it's at its third lowest point, and I think that's why it's a good investment. I just want to say a really important thing: this is not an investment guide, these are just my thoughts. I want to share with you because I think there's a big potential in this item, but I'm not telling you just buy it, just think about it, get the pros and bad and cons of this, if it really can go up. Tell me in the comments what your thoughts are on the XM Solitude. I would really appreciate you if you would subscribe, give me really feedback in the comments, and yeah, I wish you the great rest of your day, and see you later in the next video. Bye guys.